But there are comas and then there are comas. Then let's just have a sidebar, physician to physician. This is a case, been on a ventilator in the ICU for 46 days, massive brain swelling, unable to taper the barbiturates because there's intractable seizuring, severe anoxic brain injury, minimal reflexive, no response to the external environment, and a family that can't get it. How do they understand that this isn't something you want to come back from?
Well, unfortunately, I've seen too many of these cases before. And, you know, we always talk about brain dead, and if they're brain dead, there's nothing going on.
It's a lot easier. It's easier then. You just say they're dead, there's no hope, and that's it, we're done. But even that, you've seen people that send, at least you can get her out of the ICU that way, because keeping her in the ICU is not going to change anything. She's either going to be able to survive on the outside or she's not with brain death. But this is not brain death. This is like the ability to have reflexes or maybe an ability to breathe on her own someday. How do you get families to understand that's not living?
Well, here's how I like to tell people. Now, let's just imagine that inside there, just somewhere in there, there's a little bit of her left. Not a lot. I mean, she's never going to eat ice cream or dance or do anything ever again. But let's just say there's a little bit of her inside that's aware. And she feels them drilling that hole in her neck to put the trach in. And she feels that tube that's feeding her food right into her stomach because she can't eat anymore. And every catheter that's coming out of her and every needle stick. And she's going to feel her joints start to contract, and her legs are going to so
her skin breaking down.
Get infections.
Yes, and she's going to be miserable and weak and awful. And so we leave her like that forever?